Hi, welcome to Camille Cooks, where we feature a free food, thanks nature, in every episode. Today we're featuring muscadines, and I found these at the entrance of my neighborhood. They were just growing on a vine on top of a tree, and I noticed them dropping down to the ground. So I thought, oh my gosh, free food, what can I do with it? So here we are, we're gonna make some muscadine jelly. You'll need a strainer, a potato masher, some spatulas, and this special little funnel that goes right into the jar so you can pour without making a big old mess. You'll need 5 small jars, including the lids and the rims. You'll need fruit pectin. These are the muscadines. 3/4 cup of sugar, 3 tablespoons of lemon juice, a couple of pots, and a food processor. Now the first step is we are going to split open these muscadines. We're going to get them ready to cook into our jelly. Here's what's fun. We're going to squish out the middle into the pot. See how it's all green and gooey? We're going to squish the middle out, and then we're going to save the holes, and we'll put them in that bowl right there so we can chop them up in a minute, and that will give it its beautiful grape color. It's going to taste like grape jam. So I'm just going to squish and smush and plop these in here. It'll take me a few minutes to get this going, and then we will cook it up and add all our delicious lemon juice, sugar, and pectin and all that good stuff. Not gonna lie, this is pretty satisfying. I'll show you what this looks like. Can you see it all in there? It's all kind of jelly-like. We have separated the guts from the whole. Now we're ready to chop up all these little bits. So we've got about 2 pounds now of these wholes we're going to put here in the food processor and chop them up into little bits. And that's what's going to give the jam its purple color. Now I'm going to give it a few pulses and chop it up into bits. How small do you make it? Well, how big do you want the bits to be in your jam? Now we're ready to get each of these boiling separately on the stovetop. I'm going to add 1/2 cup of water in here to make sure that the holes don't scorch as they're boiling. All right, now we're going to wait 10-12 minutes and then check them again. Now these little lovelies have been simmering for 12 minutes, and we're going to get the seeds out of our guts, and then we're going to combine the seeds and the holes together with our lemon juice and our fruit pectin. So you can see how in the guts the seeds are floating. We're going to dump it into this larger pot so that we can separate out the seeds from the gooey, yummy stuff. Mash the mush into the strainer and through the strainer so that just the seeds are left. Here's a fun fact. A muscadine is a red grape, that's a wild grape. A scuppernong is a green grape. They're both very yummy. What kind of grapes do you have growing near you? Do you have muscadines and scuppernongs? Because I'm in the south, and that's where we have the muscadines and scuppernongs. But I grew up in the west, and I'd never heard of those before. Now it's time to add the fruit pectin. We're going to add 3 tablespoons. And some lemon juice, and then our red cabbage, just get our holes from the grapes. Give it a good stir. Then we're going to cook it for another 15 minutes. This time we're going to get it up to a rolling boil, so we want it really bubbly. Away we go. You see how these grape seeds kind of look like nuts, but they're not grape nuts? Fun fact, grape nuts are neither grapes nor nuts. I don't know, I don't get it, but they're delicious. But I wouldn't recommend eating these. I'm gonna throw them away. I just tasted a little bit. It's very tart. So it's time to add some sugar. We're adding 3/4 of a cup of sugar, and then we're going to let it roll in a slow boil for 10 more minutes. Then we'll be done. Now, one thing you can do while this is finishing up cooking is you can sterilize your jars and lids and rims in some hot water, boiling water, for about 10 minutes. I've already sterilized mine. I put them in the dishwasher because I like to cheat a little bit. So they're ready to go, but that's one thing that you can do if you're waiting and you need something to do for the last 10 minutes. So I have boiled my lids because I forgot to put those in the dishwasher. So I boiled those, and now I'm using my handy little magnet tool to get them out and to be able to keep them clean and sterilized. It's not that easy. It's looking good and jammy in here. So we're gonna pour them into our jars. I think I overestimated the number of jars that we're gonna need, and my guess is we'll probably only need like 2 or 3 jars. We're gonna fill it most of the way, but leave just a little bit at the top, maybe 1/4 inch. And then you can seal it with your lid and your ring, and you're going to tighten it and you're going to let it sit, and it will suction down and seal it. We hope. You'll know if it pops itself down that it's nice and sealed. If it's doing this, it's not sealed. So we're going to let it sit for a while and come back and check it later. Now, if you've seen other ways to make this muscadine jelly, put a comment in the comments section. And now you've got some great gifts for welcome to the neighborhood gifts, or thank you gifts, or if you're taking it to a party and you want to put it on a cracker with some cheese, you've got some delicious muscadine jam to take with you. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and comment. I'd love to know if you would like to see anything else that you can find out in nature for free, or if there's another particular recipe you want me to do. So comment, like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bon appetit.